Well, folks, it's finally here. NBA The Run is out, and it's time to ball up. I'm going to be giving my first impressions on the game and my thoughts. So without further ado, fuck the intro, let's get into the video. If you're familiar with the NBA Street Series or even NBA Jam, then you know what you're getting into in terms of gameplay. But even though this game is inspired by those games, there's a few things in here that make it different. First thing first, there is no single player or solo story, career mode, anything like that. This game is online only. I'll get back to that on how I feel about that later. The way things are set up is a 3v3 tournament, and each game you play, the rules are randomly picked, which makes the game feel different and come with a different strategy. Say for example, you're playing to 11, but baskets only count as 1 and 2 points. Another set of rules will have you playing Oop Fest, which is basically alley oops counts as 3 points and everything else counts as 1. When it comes to the roster of players to pick from, of course you're going to have your big name superstars along with a few street legends. Each player will have weaknesses, strengths, and a special ability. To activate this ability, you will need to build up your end zone meter. It's not exactly a game breaker, but it's more like NBA Jam's He's on Fire mode. You build this meter up by doing style moves, breaking ankles, scoring, and defensive plays. Depending on who you play as, it'll boost a different stat such as shooting from deep, passing dimes, dunking on people, or speed. In certain game rules, it can also be used to give you extra points. One of the best parts about this game is there's no microtransactions. To get in game currency, along with unlocking characters, new moves, and customization, you'll have to play the game and rank up. Before I give my final thoughts, I would like to give feedback to developers, starting with this game needs a solo mode. A solo mode would help people learn the ways of the game from the controls and how the game rules work. Jumping into online games without knowing how the game works can cost the team and make other players frustrated and have them thinking you suck at the game or you're just selling the game like De'Aaron Fox in the NBA Finals game. What I'm about to say next, if it don't apply, then let it fly. But I remember people saying they mainly play multiplayer / online only games, mainly ball of gun gamers. We're saying this, but now that you don't have a solo or offline mode, it's a problem. Now I get wanting to have the option, but I bet most of y'all would have just ran straight to online. One of the main things missing from this game that everyone would have wanted is being able to create a player. This could have been something done if they put a solo / story mode in here. Going through the story mode and building up a reputation and going against NBA players and learning about the street legends they have in here, then being able to build your team up and recruit them. One of the cons for this game is not having a game chat. This is a common thing you need to have in the game nowadays. People need to communicate as well as they want to talk their shit.
Nurse, could you come in here please quickly? Billy is getting his ass whooped on the street. I need a witness.
Another one would be I think it's too easy to steal in here. There's been a bunch of games where I just see people spamming the steal button. Most of the steals don't even make sense half the time, and I get that this is an arcade sports game, but if I do an ankle breaker and the ball still gets stolen, then what was the point? I think adding a 2K camera angle would be great to have to see better in games also. Being able to pick the same player for one team shouldn't be allowed either. I remember going to the finals round and having to face 3 LeBrons. Having to go against 2 Wembys is even OD. If the player is already picked, then it shouldn't be duplicates. Next is the roster of players. While I think the roster of players is decent, there's plenty of players that were left out. Now I know Play-by-Play Studios said they would be adding more NBA players to the game. I would like to go and throw out some more names. Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, Carmelo Anthony, Nuggets era and Knicks era, or you could have Hoodie Melo in there. Tim Duncan, Shaq, MJ, Magic Johnson, Allen Iverson, Andre Iguodala, Klay Thompson. While we're at it, add some WNBA players into the mix too. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Candace Parker, Lisa Leslie, and Brittany Griner. For sure, Lisa and Brittany can't dunk, so you make them dunk in the game, and it will just be for fun. And yo, it will be embarrassing to get dunked on by a WNBA player. Vince Carter, T-Mac, and last but not least, Kobe Bryant, number 8 and Mamba 24. If more content is being added in the game, I would like to see them add a game rule that's about style points. And the only way to bank these points is by scoring. And if your in the zone mode is activated, then you get double style points. A 2v2 mode would be dope to see, along with private lobbies, being able to play against your friends. I would like to see more parks in the future of this game. The one I would like to see is Mosswood Park. In NBA Street V3, that was one of the parks featured in the game. Also, Mosswood has a basketball history. It's where NBA legends Bill Russell, Jason Kidd, and the Glove Gary Payton will play in their younger years, and the Bay Area street legend Hook Mitchell. On top of all this, it's good to see my hometown get represented in the game. The soundtrack could have been better, but I'll give them some slack because they were working with a smaller budget, I believe. They probably couldn't get a well-known producer or input on how the music should sound like. But I will say they did miss the opportunity to put Jello's Backyard Ball on the soundtrack. Just saying. One last piece of feedback I will give them is seeing dynamic duos. Throughout basketball's history, there has been great duos, trios, even dynasties. I feel like there can be a mechanic that picking a specific duo can give you a boost to the team, but I know that will cause another meta, or people trying to stick with specific players and trying to play that meta and instead of just having fun. Speaking of metas, my main concern about this game is that it'll suffer from the 2K community coming over and trying to set standards on how the game should be played instead of just having fun. You're gonna run into those people who's gonna exploit things on the game, but please leave that shit in 2K. This ain't it. I recently heard people are just playing on the friends mode, getting to the finals, and winning trophies. Let me find out y'all getting Mickey rings, COVID bubble rings. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you.
Hey, you know who lives in this house? A great big phony! That's right, a phony lives here! A big fat phony!
I think NBA to Run is a fun game. It gives us something different and that has been missing in the sports genre. It has been almost 2 decades since we have last seen an NBA Street game. The streets have been asking EA for years to bring back NBA Street, and we got nothing. But finally, someone stepped up. The original plan for this game, Play-by-Play Studios wanted to do, was an original street ball game with new original characters. The original name for this game was called The Run Got Next. Luckily for them, someone from the NBA got a whiff of this, and they ended up securing the NBA license for this game, which in a way helped them because I don't think people would have gave this game a chance without the NBA brand attached to it. This game has been getting compared to NBA Street, NBA 2K, NBA Jam, and even 3v3 Freestyle for some reason. First off, this game is way better than 3v3 Freestyle by miles. Second, while this game does take elements from NBA Street and NBA Jam, I think it does it well enough with the twist of every game rules being randomized. 2K is a basketball sim game that doesn't lean into the arcade style gameplay. Both games are based on basketball, but comparing 2K to this comes down to what playstyle you are looking for. Arcade street ball or basketball sim? For instance, do you prefer NBA Live or NBA Street? Do you prefer NBA Street or NBA 2K? Do you prefer Madden or do you prefer NFL Street? NBA Street or NBA Ballers? You see what I'm getting at? For a lot of us growing up, we had multiple sports games to play from. EA Big played a part in a lot of our childhoods that has been missing for a while now. The EA of today is not the EA of yesterday. They don't plan on bringing those street ball titles back that we fell in love with as kids. EA has brought NBA Live and college football back before they thought of bringing back NBA Street. That's how much they don't care. There are other reasons to that, but I won't get into it. Plenty of us want them games back, but nobody has been able to get the formula right or come close, so arcade sports just faded away from the sports game genre, and people were stuck with NBA 2K and Madden as the main basketball and football games. It took former EA devs who worked on these EA big titles to pick up the pieces where NBA Street left off and show them they know ball. This game has a $30 price tag, which isn't bad. This actually is being considerate on people's pockets nowadays. I've seen people complain about the pricing on the game, saying it could have been free or cheaper. Now look y'all, this ain't Burger King. You can't have it your way all the damn time. People need to get paid. I'll put it like this. Would you want a game that is free or pay $70, but they're taxing you on microtransactions? because I believe that's what EA would have done if they brought back NBA Street. Or would you pay $30 for a game that lets you unlock everything just by grinding and playing it? Recently, some games have been cheaper than $70, which makes people more open to try out a game. They could have charged us more than $30, but they found the sweet spot. If you want to wait for this game to go on sale, then that's up to you. I just said a lot, but I would like to hear from you in the comments. Have you played NBA The Run? What would you like to see be added in the game? What do you think about it? If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate it. If you want to support a brother, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell noti. You can also check out my other content on here and on my other social platforms. Links are in the description below.